Good morning. Thank you guys for the likes. Good morning. Fix up this chat box. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everyone doing? Good morning. Good morning. SPY to 385. Maybe in the next few weeks. All right. So far we need to see if all of these pops and all of these moves to the upside are actually going to be bullish, or if they are just going to be opportunities to add to more shorts. Welcome everyone on Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, everywhere that we're going live right now. So far, the market is showing strength. Let's see if the market can get back above. Let's see if the SPY can get back above 413.50. Anything below 417 at the moment right now is it's very so far, I mean, you have to be bearish below 417.50-ish on the SPY. Wilson M. It's either Asians pointing at a monitor or wannabe stock traders. Welcome to history, brother. You're very quick to pay someone that can't trade $200 a month, but I'm doing this for free. So sit back and enjoy the show. So far, we can see that the SPY closed above VWAP, but it's having trouble at the 200 simple moving average on the 1 minute. The NASDAQ is holding, it's also having trouble at 315. Things look, everything is basically at resistance. Very tight at resistance. So not the best opportunity to add to a trade just yet. People who sell courses are frauds. Yeah. Have I ever sold anything? Have I ever asked anyone for any money at all? Completely not. So I mean, I think you're new here, so that's understandable. Actually, I've actually never ever taken $1 from anyone for anything, and that is different. I understand. Nothing personal. Apple is holding support above 168. Well, it needs to hold support above 168. And just be patient. What's your position? We have not entered anything just yet. Inverted head and shoulders on SPY. You're in TQQQ calls. Nice, nice, nice. Tesla is double bottoming at support. Looks like it might make a new low of day if this breaks. Held support, wicked, and led to a new high of day on the SPY. Apple is also in a bull flag showing strength. All right, I'm gonna grab August 31st, SPY 414 calls. Light position. This is 8 days away, the expiration, so it's gonna have some wiggle room to it. We can be more hands off with this play, and we're going to basically de-risk a lot more while we're at these lows here. And for this trade, I'm going to have a 10% stop loss. But essentially, the reason why we entered just now is because we closed above the prior high of day, and we want to see if there's going to be momentum continue to the upside. But as we have had such a move to the downside here, right? Obviously, things are very, very bearish. I don't want to get too aggressive to the long side. There's still a lot more room to the downside, and things can be very, very bearish. So, this is a safe play. And we'll get a good gauge of the overall market from this play. Kai, I'm back from vacation. Happy to see you again, leading your flock. Thank you. Welcome back from vacation. I hope you had a good time. So far, you can see that they reversed it. So everyone that was extremely bullish and got aggressive to the long side. This is why I didn't want to get too aggressive to the long side, because they could have easily reversed it back, and we can see that that's currently the case. So this is good, nice, safe, hands-off sort of play just to get our feet wet early on in the morning. Tesla, huge red candle. Huge red candle out of Tesla, made a complete U-turn. Dropped from 874 all the way to 868 in a minute. New low of day and is now sitting at support. So that is Elon Musk. News just came out. Elon Musk, his lawyer sent a subpoena to Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey. Yeah, so that news, especially if Tesla continues falling, is definitely going to cause a bit of drama and choppy price action. Big reversal for any bullish move. The Tesla news really caused the market to drop heavily. As soon as that news came out, the market basically tanked, which is interesting. Nice. All right, so we're out of these calls. So now, yeah, I guess we're just continuing to see that any bullish move that we have is just an opportunity to short. the market had a big bounce and a big push early on in the morning, but that was quickly reversed. So it's nice that we got safer sort of longer term calls. So it gave us wiggle room. So now that this didn't work out, it wasn't a huge pain point. All right. Really, really big green candle. Huge green candle. This wicked $1. So almost $1. So yeah, right now the market is really, really choppy. Don't get into anything too crazy. This was a perfect opportunity for people to go short, and they wicked it up, got everyone's stop losses, because just imagine, everyone decided to go short as we broke and closed below low of day, but a huge green candle just came and ripped it to the upside. So that is not, it's not a very healthy environment to try to trade aggressively right now. So we to wait. This is the SPY. This is the SP 500 on the stock market. The market seems to be responding favorably to PMI data so far. Market is obviously bouncing, but once again, we need to see if this is just going to be a good shorting opportunity. NASDAQ's back above 315. SPY is back above 413.50. The IWM needs to cross above 192. And then if if that happens, if all of those things happen, then we're most likely going to get into longer term calls. Once again, maybe like a week out. Because the market is clearly acting strong so far after PMI data came out, but we need to see a close above 414, back above this prior high of day on the SPY. Do you think that this is just a bear market rally? Yeah, but I think the rally may be over unless we get back above 417. Then there's no reason to be aggressively bullish in the longer term. The SPY needs to get above 417 for us to feel like this is a continued rally. Things are trading above resistance. Let's see if they can retest back to the levels of resistance that we broke up for a better buying opportunity. So what I am looking to do right now is I'm looking to buy August 31st at the money SPY calls as we close above this high of day. So I'm just waiting for a retap to get these contracts a bit cheaper. So this, all right, so I'm about to buy into 415 SPY calls, August 31st. With a 10% stop loss. Essentially, we want to see if this momentum can continue. We closed above high of day. The PMI data was favorable to the stock market, clearly we can see. And we just want to see if the momentum can continue upwards. Obviously, the overall strength of the market from the past few days is bearish. But when the market is giving bullish opportunities like this, we have to take stabs at them. And the stabs that we take are safer. A bit longer opportunity. August 31st calls. So just keeping things nice and simple. Don't want to take anything too aggressively here, because this is basically a counter trend. If this begins to bounce a bit, this is essentially just going to be a dead cat bounce. And then all of these things will be a good shorting opportunity. But you need to see how far the dead cat can bounce, essentially. And the other reason why I got into August 31st contracts and not the daily or the weekly expiration is comfort, to give us wiggle room. Apple needs to hold 168. The IWM Bulls want to hold 192.10. Tesla just made a complete U-turn reversal, and Tesla is now it's testing the high of day. So if Tesla can break above high of day and with strength, with continued strength, then this is going to be good for the SPY. But this was a really big reversal out of Tesla. But now it's sitting at the daily resistance. Amazon looks like it's finding support as well. Nvidia broke above its high of day and is showing a lot of strength. Didn't Kramer just say that semis were really bad? Nvidia is up almost 1.6% today. Let's see if Tesla can comfortably close and trade above high of day. Should I hold on to my 824 calls? Depends on how much they're down currently. Yeah, good macro news. Lucky me from 700 minus to break even thanks to this magic green candle. Nice. Congrats. Both calls and puts are getting thrashed. Really bad PMI data, so naturally the market is bullish. Yes, of course. I saw it on the TradingView terminal. Triple bottom on the NAS 115 minutes. Thanks, Michelle. The VIX is not really confirming in any great way during this move. Yeah, I agree. I'm up 21% on the calls already. Oh, nice. You got them early. Nice. It's going down. Yes, it does seem that way. Basically, bulls need to see it hold 413.70. And then ideally, bulls want to see it hold above 413.50 on the SPY. Crypto? No, this is the S&P 500. The market looks really weak. Things are all sitting at support, but the market is not showing enough strength to combat the overall momentum to the downside. I'm on SPY 412 puts expiring today. Nice, man. Good luck. QQQ 313 tomorrow. That, I mean, yeah, that's possible that we can even hit that today. Big wick and reversal. Usually a very bullish sign. We should see if we'll get upward momentum and then a new break of high of day off of this setup. Usually when there is a big wick like this to the downside, this is just an opportunity for people to get stop losses. So they got everyone's stop losses. Everyone that basically went long against this level here as a stop, they broke it down below, ripped it up higher, and now we need to see if there's going to be continued follow through to the upside. How many screens do you have? 6. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean TradingView. I meant TD. Also, there's other services and everything that you can pay maybe like $50, $100 a month. They're pretty good as well. Way faster and accurate. People thinking Fed will pivot off rate hikes. Yeah, so essentially people are expecting the Fed to continue to raise hikes in the short term, but then in the long term, they're going to have to stop. So that is basically the reason why the market bounced from the lows to 430. But there's, I mean, it's still going to take time for them to change their stance. But be interesting. IWM is showing a lot of weakness here. SPY is trying to stay above VWAP. And it's holding this 413.40 level, but these support levels won't hold unless buying pressure is here. And buying pressure is not there right now. So we need to see if buyers start stepping in. That's when we'll start getting aggressive to the long side for any day trades. But for now, while the market is this bearish, etc., there's no reason to try to aggressively go long on anything, even for day trades, because the day trades necessarily won't work out when they should. When the setups are nice and bullish, they necessarily won't work out because there's not enough buying pressure. How do I get calls on Hamid? So yeah, because these moves to the upside seem pretty deflated, we have to play them to the upside safer. So that's why we got into the longer term contracts. Everything was basically pulled back to support, held, and is now bouncing. So this gives us basically comfort, peace of mind, not having to deal with this choppy price action that we saw for the past 20 minutes, while still remaining in the trade. Let's see if the SPY can break high of day here. This was a good bounce, but now we're at resistance. We need to see if buyers start stepping in to melt this level of resistance. Very nice. Let's see if we can get a close above this level, and then 414.60 is a very, very major level of resistance on the SPY. 414.63. So that is going to be interesting. So once again, as the market is now showing a lot of strength, people are going to get long here. So many people are going long here. So it's important to understand and be cognizant of what they're going to do with these people right now. So let's see. As we broke back above high of day, many people just entered long. So are they going to reward bulls? So far, we see that the morning push was bullish. We had a reversal, but then a support levels held. And basically this textbook, this was a bull flag. And the bull flag held support back and ripped up higher. So far, the next minute, right, that we have right now is also rewarding bulls. So we need to see if this is going to continue for the rest of the day. Let's see if the SPY can break above 415. All right, we see we're at 415. Let's see if we can get a close above 415 on the SPY. Everyone that's on TikTok, make sure to click into the live and you know, like the live and everything. I see you guys liking and everything. I appreciate it. All right, so we are comfortably closing above. They're rewarding bulls for now. Very nice, safe play so far, and it's working out. So make sure to take profits, leave runners. This was a nice, simple, safe play. It's working out really well. Very nice. All right, cool. This is continuing to go higher. Closed above 415. Now is definitely the time to start taking profits and leaving runners. Definitely take some profits, leave runners, remain in profit on your runners. Very nice. Nice and simple. Nice. Here it goes. I don't see this holding very long. Yeah, man, let's see. Shorting. Yeah, man, hope it works out. Alan, your TikTok showed up as my first recommendation, but I'm already watching YouTube. Awesome. Oh, hey, Alan. Nice. Cool. Maybe forming a wedge. Never mind. That's crazy. Up 60% on scalpies. Wow. Congrats, Mr. O Gambino. When did you tell people to enter? At 9:50. 9:50. Take profit, leave runners. Boom. Done for the day. We'll still be tuned into the live. Nice. Congrats. Nice. Congrats to everyone that took this. Congratulations for this play. It should have made up for the last one as well, where we took a smaller hit. But this is why I wanted to get into longer term contracts to give us some comfort. Do you know what the next resistance is for the Qs? Yes, let me check. The main level of resistance that I have for the Qs is 317.80. 317.80 is a major level of resistance. But we're sitting at support here, basically at around 316.50. And everything is really at support, so this is nice. Obviously, this isn't a huge, strong move to the upside, but it's decent to get into these longer term contracts, give us some comfort, some wiggle room. It's nice. The algo loves Hamid. Of course, the algo loves Hamid. What's not to love? Checkmate, one man. Rafa. I entered the bottom. Up 100%, sold and done for the day. Nice. Nice. Thank you, my man. Like you said, algo wise, we're due for a nice bounce. DIA is ripping up too after dumping hard. Nice. No, I said that we were supposed to have a bounce yesterday, but we didn't get that. So I was technically wrong. That's okay. If this breaks to the upside off of this little consolidation, then that's going to be very, very bullish. Because we barely had any dips. So for us to remain above like this and then move upwards, that would be pretty bullish. I don't know if this will sustain itself. Ideally, what you want to see is a retest of 415. There's not enough buying pressure to sustain this, in my opinion. So they're getting a lot of people bullish, I think, for a rip to the downside. So be very, very careful right now. Be very, very careful right now. They're definitely trying to play around with people. They're trying to make things look very, very bullish, only for them to rip it down, in my opinion. So oh, I mean one as in making money. I was like, what? Oh, that makes sense. Makes sense. Nice. Sweet, thank you. Get them likes up, guys. This is a free game. Wow, you guys are so nice. On YouTube, man, all you guys are so nice. Telling people to like and comment, all that stuff. I really, really appreciate you guys. On YouTube, telling people to like. But yeah, make sure you guys are liking the stream. Make sure you guys are comment, I guess. Subscribe. Follow me on Twitch. Follow me on YouTube. Make sure you guys are following me on TikTok. We are the only people doing this live completely for free. There are multiple millionaires in the Discord telling people to trade, how to trade, giving each other direction, talking. It's a beautiful, beautiful environment. And I'm blessed to have you guys here in the chat discussing, making money together. Okay, so as we can see, the market is starting to dip. Oh my god. Yeah, man, they made people become very, very bullish off of this. But it was not sustainable. We didn't have enough buying pressure. Thundercat, yes. We love you. You guys are so nice, man. Thank you. Love you guys too, man. You said leave runners here. So by runners, I mean leftover contracts, essentially. So when we get to a certain percentage gain, you take some profits and you scale out of your position. So you take profits and leave running positions. So if we continue moving on higher, that's great. But you took your initial profits. Does that make sense? Apple in a rising wedge. Oh, yeah. Yes. You could also say this is a... Oh, yeah, definitely a rising wedge. Yeah. That is kind of bad that we're in this rising wedge on Apple. It looks most likely going to break. Apple should retest 167.90. I'd be surprised if this holds. Tesla is holding support like a champ. If Tesla remains above and like just continues consolidating like this, that it currently is on the 1 minute, if you guys look how Tesla is consolidating like this, especially above 882. If it can stay above 882, you're going to see the rest of the market is going to remain above levels of support as well. So just keep your eyes on this. Tesla is really, really showing a lot of strength. This is crazy. And you know what's funny is Musk subpoenaed Dorsey. Musk and Dorsey are really, really good friends. So they I love it. It's fun to watch them just playing around and doing things on a macro scale. Especially guys that worked on PayPal together. They're known as like the PayPal Mafia. So they're good friends. Nice. Okay. So what happens in 25 days when my AMC position expires? It depends on what you're doing. Do you have calls? Do you have puts? Do you, you know, are they in the money? Are they, you know, you think we continue up today? The level that really needs to hold for us to continue up. I mean, first of all, we just need to see if this momentum upwards can sustain itself, and then where we find a good, decent level of support. But yeah, I think it's a little too early to judge whether or not we're going to continue moving upwards. I have no idea. Love you, Hamid. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Love you guys too, man. Thanks for your effort from down under Australia. Wow. That is very, very humbling. Thank you. Thank you for your support from Australia, man. Really, really appreciate it. That is very, very humbling. Wow. What a life. What a life. Thank you for your guidance. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good area to buy much longer dated puts on the indices, in my opinion. I was actually thinking about that earlier. You are right, Joey. Longer dated puts, scaling in. Nothing too crazy. I think you're right about that. Brian, look at the dollar. Shit coming right back up. Tesla's still consolidating here, made a big wick. But we need to see if it can break upwards. If it doesn't break upwards, then the rest of the market is going to fall down lower as well. And these levels of support on the market are not going to hold. Definite rising wedge on Apple at the moment. Textbook rising wedge. $168.20 is very important support on Apple. So we could break this rising wedge that's being formed and then fall down to support. So it's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. What is your view on Bitcoin? I'm extremely bullish on Bitcoin long term. I'm bullish on Bitcoin all the time. But in the short term, this if the entire stock market does continue to look bearish, Bitcoin can fall to 16, 17K again. Good job, Cole. 160 sold at 2, sold the rest at 320, and now they hit 4. Good job, man. Congrats. Ford is strong. Oh man, I'm getting a lot of messages. Sorry, I'm not responding to everyone. Tesla broke its consolidation and fell lower, and that's why we see the rest of the market also falling lower. Apple is also, you know, obviously in the rising wedge. It broke out of the rising wedge. I wanted to get puts on Apple, but the premiums don't move as fast. So the downside, you know, I wanted to, but it's not worth trying to. Now we're trying to test out premiums on Apple for today, in my opinion. Thank you guys for the follows. Thank you guys for all the likes and the follows on TikTok. Really, really appreciate it. Stock market plan. Jack Dorsey knows the inner workings of Twitter, and both of them were basically working together to get whatever they want out of this deal. They made the Twitter board of Twitter. They made them look very, very negative when essentially the news came out that the board was willing to shoot the stock price in the foot instead of being acquired by Elon. So Elon and Jack Dorsey doing that was a public play to show that Twitter, the board of Twitter, doesn't really care about its investors, and it was more of an ego play. So they finessed and finagled them to basically show their true colors. And it's because Jack Dorsey is the founder and the CEO, well, was the CEO of the company. So he already understands everything about all of those people. And especially now with him and Elon publicly taking that route, it's just funny to watch. So all right, so now we have to see if this momentum to the downside is going to start getting a little crazy. Rising wedge is a very, very bearish pattern. Tesla split tomorrow. People are buying for short-term profit. Yeah, most likely prior to splits, Tesla does well. Then after the split, it should be interesting. Get out of AMC, lol, ASAP. Started using the Bollinger Bands after watching your videos, and it helps so much. Awesome. Great to hear. Teddy, yes, definitely. Arif, you taught me how to trade the first hour. Usually I used to watch a couple of hours to see the market direction. Nice. Nice. Here from Mexico. Hello, what do you think when market sometimes is weak? or strong in some sectors. Like chips were weak yesterday and today they're strong. Like how does that work? So you have to understand that people, you know, hedge funds and banks, they want to buy things when they're cheaper. So and also they have a bottom line. So funds basically have a percentage that they're aiming for per month in returns. So regardless of which sector is bullish or bearish, they're going to be playing either direction. And the chips, everything was very, very weak yesterday, so that's why we're having a bit of a bounce. And people can say that this is basically a dead cat bounce, because we had a huge move to the downside. So now this is basically just that, a move to the upside based off a dead cat bounce. Content market overall in next 6 to 8 months. Can S&P 500 test 3,500? Yes, that is still very possible, but at the moment things are basically in the middle, especially with the Fed. People are very, very speculative at the moment, but in the immediate term we had a huge move to the downside. Buyers have not really been stepping in as much, and the market is very, very weak. Overall, below 417 on the SPY, I am bearish on the market. So they were basically exposing Twitter in a way. Yeah, of course, 100%. They exposed Twitter, and now if they choose to want to buy Twitter, they have all of this more leverage. And also at the same time, I don't even think Elon really needs to buy Twitter anymore. If his Twitter account gets banned, they could just be like, oh, really? Like, you want to ban my Twitter account? You were willing to lose all of your stockholders' money so that I wouldn't buy the company. So now Elon basically has some sort of leverage over Twitter. I really love your video. Thank you. Thanks, Hamid. You are money, man. Thank you. Thank you. I bought puts on SPY and Apple, and I'm down big, hoping it goes down. When did you get your expiration? What expiration date did you get? Here comes a retest and opportunity for puts. Yeah. Let's see. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. AMC got delisted, and I'm literally stuck in my position. Wow. What are the indicators that I'm using? I'm using the MACD, the RSI, and the Bollinger Bands. Five-minute chart still looks strong on the SPY. It closes in 30 seconds. So if the 5-minute chart can close above 414.50, then this is going to continue doing well, in my opinion. I have a lot of messages on TikTok. Sorry guys, I didn't respond to everyone. I'm trying to respond on YouTube and Twitch and everything simultaneously. I'll be right back. Alrighty. What time frame are you on the SPY? This is 1 minute. 414.5 is a pivotal level for the SPY today. 5 minute bar closes above it or below. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I see SPY at 390 in the beginning of September. Interesting. Is SPY on KuCoin or Binance? I don't think so. Do you guys think it's good to trade on Robinhood? I would recommend you open up a cash account on TD or Webull instead of trading on Robinhood. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you, Faith, for the likes. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all the follows. Thank you guys for the support and the follows and the love. We see some weakness coming out of the SPY here. The 5 minute chart closed very, very bullishly, and then a nice big reversal right back down. So yeah, so Connor, definitely Google what a cash account is. So with $1,000, you can usually you have a the pattern day trading rule that you have to apply to, but with a cash account, you can put $1,000 and you can make 5 $200 day trades. So it's a game changer. I would really recommend you do that. It's for options. You can make those trades daily. So there's potential lawsuits coming Twitter's way. The losses that the investors took. Yeah, I haven't thought about it too deeply. Maybe. I see what you mean by wait for a retest. Well, QQQ going back up. Thanks, I've been learning a lot from you. Thank you. AAPL expiration day is Friday. Just that's kind of risky because then you're hoping you're hoping that the data that we get Thursday is going to be in your favor because we're getting preliminary GDP data. So if you're already in a losing trade, then you're hoping that that is going to reverse. All right, so this is clear cut weakness out of the market. So far what we've seen today is, yeah, the bulls had a bit of bullish moves towards the upside, but they're not sustainable. They haven't been sustainable for bulls. And then the downside move is equally or more so faster. So the make or break area for the day right now is going to be 413.40 on the SPY. We break below 413.40, This can be very bad. One shorted at resistance like you taught. Nice. Good stuff. Carlos, even in Venezuela, you were helping people. We don't know much English. Wow. Glad to help. Glad to help my Venezuelan brother. IKG. I converted into cash account and they disabled my options. Oh, wow. What the hell? Yeah, then... Yeah, transfer your money out of Robinhood. Head and shoulders formed on the SPY. Yeah. Looks like it. What is the make or break for QQQ? QQQ is more affordable for me. Okay, let me check. 314.50 in my opinion. 314.50 to 314.20. That little zone needs to hold, and basically yeah, I would say is the make or break. I've been trading on Thinkorswim for over 20 years. Has everything you need and then some. Yeah, I agree. Thinkorswim, E-Trade, IBKR. Definitely not Robinhood. I love spamming that like button. Good for my ADD. Good for Thank you, stock market plan. I really appreciate it. How can we trade? You need to open up account. Yeah, so either Tastyworks or you can open up account on TD, Ameritrade, or Interactive Brokers. This looks like sort of another opportunity to add to shorts, but let's see. The SPY is sitting at VWAP now. VWAP is 414 essentially. Market feels very, very deflated. I would be very, very shocked to see us make a new high of day, but anything is possible at this point. But the reason for that is because there isn't enough buying pressure, in my opinion. Webull cash account, but yeah, Webull is better than Robinhood, honestly. When are you buying in? Buying back in. Just being patient. I'm just looking for a better opportunity. I only do crypto. Is this stocks? Yes. Yes, sir. Mr. B, I will never trade without Hamid's Twitch play-by-play. Thanks, bro, for what you do for us. Nice, man. You're killing it. You're making thousands of dollars a day, man. Good job. Thanks, Ham. No problem, Thundercat. Strong demand zone at 410. Yep, I agree. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Tesla rising wedge. Broke out of its rising wedge to the downside a bit for about 2 minutes and then it reclaimed back inside. So Tesla is showing a lot of strength. And yeah, but this is definitely still a rising wedge. Buying pressure is like nowhere to be found at the moment. So gee, well, don't lie to Amu, bro. No, I'm not lying. Considering swinging my SPY puts until tomorrow. It's gonna be very interesting to see how GDP data comes out. The overall momentum of the market as we remain below 417 is bearish. So any of these movements upwards, they have to be taken with a grain of salt because they can easily just be reversed to the downside. So now is not the time to be super bullish. So just be careful about that. OSB 222. Yes. Do you think Apple looks good for a put? Yeah. Below 168. Below 170 actually, Apple looks good for a put, but immediately for the immediate minute, you can see that this was just a small little pop on Apple up to 167.80, and then, but that the issue is that we're at support as well. But everything does seem like we can see a new low of day. The only reason why the market is up right now is because of Tesla. But now Tesla is breaking out of a falling wedge. If Tesla starts acting bearish, then the market is going to tumble. The main thing is wait for trending days to become aggressive. Lasagna, much love, Hamid. I'm back trading next week after a 2-month break. Nice. Clean mind, small account, been working out, not going to give in to greed. Thank you for pushing through and getting this stream and YouTube videos up. Nice, man. That's beautiful to hear. Congratulations. Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep pushing. SPY is breaking down. Very, very bearish 5-minute close on the SPY. Very, very bearish 5-minute on the SPY. The NASDAQ is now at this little range here at 314.20 to 314.50. Let's see if that can break down below. The SPY is starting to break down below. Tesla is giving in just a little bit. IWM is starting to close below. Interesting. Can they take it? Will they take it to 412 today on the SPY? That's the question. What are they willing to do? Killing it, man. Congrats to everyone that was taking into puts. Good job, guys. Stock market plan. We are within a rally, within a bear market. Be careful shorting anything. SPY in no man's land right now. Watch your longs. Happy baby sent a rose. Wow. Thank you so much. Wow. Thank you so much for the rose. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. It's going sideways today. Yeah, so far. Tesla is really starting to show a lot more weakness, and that, let's see if that continues to show in the overall market. We see the NASDAQ stopped basically at support. But what makes one better than the other? Not sure what the context. Oh, what do you mean by that, main 007? Do you ever trade butterflies on the SPX? No, not really. Do we need to close above 417 to change opinion, or still be in sidelines with a little more bearish sentiment? Yeah, I would want to close above 417 to be comfortably looking at longs. Otherwise, everything else is just bearish. We can see that the buying pressure is deflated. Every single small little pop is just a shorting opportunity. So far is what we've been seeing. Things are starting to break support. Very, very heavily now. Things are starting to break a lot of support. Deflated. Just completely deflated. Wow. You guys are killing it in the Discord, man. So yeah, basically as Tesla started to show weakness, the rest of the market really, really tumbled. Now we need to see when the best opportunity would be to enter. Because this is really, really weak. We saw for a few minutes here, this was a small little period of consolidation. And big flush down. So this is very interesting. But now the issue is that we are at 412. And 412 is major support as well. There's just multiple layers of support to the downside. So for now, it makes sense to continue to just try to add puts at resistance. Your voice is very charming and your analysis is awesome. Thank you. You said at the top, market hasn't got power to go further. Why didn't you go short on that? Too risky? Not sure. Call time on SPY. I don't know about that. Thanks for teaching me how to scale out. Crushing it. Nice. Congrats. Up 400 on puts. Awesome. Assalamu alaikum, brother. Thank you for your step-by-step guidance. Without it, I would be lost. Nice, man. I'm glad I could help. I followed a lot of stocks. Great when QQQ heading to low of day. Yeah. I followed a lot of stocks. Great when the market was weak in May. Was my sometimes in red days it gave me a little burn. Great stream, calm and objective. Learned a lot. Awesome. Thanks. Glad to hear that. One runner left. What a move. Nice. Glad you guys are making money. Congrats. Any trades today? We're not in any trade right now. We aren't holding any positions at the moment. So essentially, we just have to short strength. As long as we remain below 417, we have to short strength. So when there's extreme strength in the market, it's a good opportunity to scale into longer term puts. By longer term, you can get into like longer dated puts, like for a few months out. But in terms of day trading, you can get into puts for a few days out. Because yes, as the strength continues upwards, there could continue to be a continued move upwards. So in that case, buying 0 DTE or 1 day to expiration contracts can be detrimental. That's why it makes sense to get into something a few more days out, 7 days out maybe, when there's a lot of strength in the market. Because so far, every instance that there's been strength has been a great shorting opportunity. Bears are making way more money shorting pops than bulls are trying to buy dips. And that's all we really need to know at the moment. We have to follow the easy money. The easy money route is just shorting on strength instead of trying to catch a bottom and yeah. We should only be buying into calls as it breaks above resistance. But at resistance and on strength, we should be getting into shorts. Favorite curly head of amazing. Yes. Sauna, what time frame are you using? This is the 1 minute time frame. No, I didn't. Your favorite curly head. Stock market plan 412. I'll bounce off that structural level at 412. Let's see if she holds. Yes. Consolidating for the next downward move. That would be pretty insane. Yes, our puts are paying out. Nice. Going back in for puts at 413. Maybe. It does look like a good opportunity too, but we're just gonna have to see. Lucky Ollie made 250% on puts. So yeah, man, I hope you guys went short with those guys as well. Congrats to you guys, everyone that took puts and everything. Good stuff. Rating is halal. Pankaj, yes. Absolutely. Lucky Ollie is good. Lucky Ollie is good. We have some killers. Lucky Ollie, Chuck, Bear, Sunbang. Killers. Mr. B is a killer as well. It's crazy. There's like 15-20 different people in the Discord that can make their own paid group if they want, but they're deciding to share everything completely for free, which is crazy. It's a game changer. It is a game changer. Got 120% off a put. Nice. Just waiting for good setups. I wasn't expecting that entire flush down though. So didn't enter on those. But in hindsight, we saw the weakness out of Tesla, and it was just an amazing opportunity to go short on the market as Tesla was also showing weakness. So it's good. You basically to look at multiple different stocks and industries, etc., at the same time to see how the rest of the market is going to respond. And not many people really even, that doesn't register for people to look at everything at the same time or to look at multiple things. So it's very important to do that. Thank you, Tesla. Brent, do you think calls for SPY now is good since it bounced? So we see that 412 is holding as support, which is a major support level, but this can just continue to be range bound. Buy calls at support, buy puts at resistance. Now we're at 413. This is a major level of resistance. This is starting to look like a decent shorting opportunity here, but we want to see some weakness. We want to see some weakness first. No, Lucky Ellie is more than good. He is a beast. Yeah, 100%. Made close to 1K on QQQ puts. Nice. But the GOAT is here with us. Hamid, you were the greatest I've met. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. 413. This zone is very, very important. 413.12 on the SPY. This is a good shorting opportunity. This is a really, really good shorting opportunity. Came back up to resistance, stagnating, showing some weakness. If we could get I want to see some sort of a weak candle before entering. I'm going to be looking to enter into 1 second. The IWM is basically at resistance. The NASDAQ is at resistance. The SPY is at resistance. Tesla is at resistance. SPY moving up a bit. All right, so you see that they're breaking it back above this little zone here. Oh, this isn't a pair. This is the SPY stock. Don't we have a gap to fill around 408? Do you think that's too far down? Yeah, I don't think we're gonna hit 408 today. In the next few days, maybe, yeah. I just woke up. How's everyone doing? Welcome to the stream, my brother. Welcome to the stream. All right, so now the SPY, the IWM is still showing a lot of stagnation right at VWAP. The NASDAQ is at VWAP. The SPY is now at this 414.50 level. Yeah. What is this? It looks like the market just made a nice like V shaped reversal. This is interesting. Tesla. Big reason why that happened. I like IWM puts better than SPY puts. Interesting. All right. NASDAQ is sitting at VWAP. Let's see how this responds. Interesting stuff. All right. I want to get into some 413 August 31st, 413 puts on SPY. With a 10% stop loss. So once again, we're getting some wiggle room on these puts. This isn't a super aggressive play. We're getting them for August 31st. We see the NASDAQ failing to cross above VWAP. We see the IWM failing to cross above VWAP. We see the SPY failing to cross above the 200 SMA and above 414.50. So nice small little stab. Let's see if this works. Nice, safe, longer term sort of play. Should be fine. Apple is breaking above support. 167.50 is major. Sorry, it's breaking above resistance. 167.50 is major resistance on Apple. But yeah, I mean, this is a high quality trade. even if it doesn't work. What we see right now is everything across the board, the entire market is stagnating at levels of resistance. So as that's happening, obviously that's not a bullish sign. The one bullish sign currently in the market is Apple, and it's trading above 167.50 very comfortably. So if that can sustain itself, it's going to pull the rest of the market up. NASDAQ important resistance is 315. Apple fell right back down to 167.50. NASDAQ closed above VWAP, closed above 315, and now reversed right back down. So it's another reason why we grabbed into August 31st puts for the comfort not to get chopped out by this price action. We going up or down? I would hope that we go down in the next few minutes. And then what happens afterward, could care less. What are you using to determine support and resistance? The 5-minute chart? No. So what I do is I find support and resistance on the major, larger term time frames, and then just use those same support and resistance levels on the short-term 1-minute chart when I'm looking at it. Apple is thankfully below 167.50 now. Tesla is also breaking support. The SPY, if we can get back down below 413, is going to be great. NASDAQ failed to hold 315 as well. All right, I'm getting some sort of a move downwards here on these puts. Household reduced by 12%. Buy should be choppy today overall. Buy should be green by 10% today and right tomorrow. Let's see how that plays out. Maze, when you put 10% stop loss, what are you basing the 10% on? If you buy one contract for 5, are you stopping at 450? Yes. So I base stop losses unless I say otherwise. So there's two main ways that I stop out of trades. So I either have a hard stop on the contract value itself, which is the 10%, or I say, hey, you know, if the SPY closes below 413, we're going to close out our puts. So at that point, the puts can be down 6% or 5%, whatever the puts are, or the calls, whatever. If I have a stop loss of the stock price, then that's, yeah. So two ways: stop loss of the stock price and stop loss of the option contract itself. So right now they're making a lot of people bearish. Clearly, this is a very, very weak move so far out of the market, but the IWM is holding support, and it's really, really curling and very, looks like an explosive move can happen on the IWM. So if the IWM can start cracking lower, then the rest of the market is going to start cracking lower. But the fact that the IWM is wedging like this in such a tight range here, it's not bearish. So far, so good. Apple is trading below 167.50. Tesla is breaking down lower as well, which is good. The rest of the tech stocks and everything are also breaking down a bit lower as well. This should be good. This should be good. All right. Nice. Now we have the SPY below 413 as well. Very good. Very nice. So yeah, we got into the longer term puts, but we timed these puts pretty nicely. Worked out pretty well. We saw everything was at a major level of resistance. So on paper, textbook, really just good trade. And that's what we wait for. We just wait for good, decent, high quality trade setups. And yeah, worked out so far. Contracts are up. So if the NASDAQ can hold below 314.50, that is going to be very good. And it's a very good sign that the IWM is breaking to the downside. That's very good. Apple, unfortunately, is starting to get closer to support. Tesla as well. So things are getting a little bit closer to support now. So we're going to have to take some profits and not allow this position to go red. So don't allow this position to go red. There's no point. Leave runners. Let's see if they can continue the move to the downside, but don't allow any bias to not allow yourself from taking profits. Earnings declining, disposable income declining. You buy them far out in time or in the day. So I buy them for a further expiration day out. If Tesla can close above 885, that would be unfortunately that would be pretty bullish. 885.60. If it can close above that, that would be pretty bullish. But we can see the IWM is still stagnating above, still stagnating below the 50 SMA and the 10 SMA, which is good. The NASDAQ is failing sort of at the 200 SMA and the 10 SMA, and it's still trading below the VWAP. Overall, right now, this is another opportunity for people to go short. So we need to see what they do to these people. Everything is at resistance once more. The people that missed this initial drop that we got in, people are reshorting it. And now let's see if this will continue going lower or if this support holds. That's basically what is going on right now in the market in the immediate, like, minute for minute term. What would be considered larger time frame? So I start with the weekly, then the daily, and then the 4 hour, and then I chart out my support and resistance levels, and those same support and resistance levels, they apply to the shorter term time frames as well. Okay, so now we see the IWM. If the IWM could break below 191.50, then things can things can start tumbling. NASDAQ failed at resistance. SPY failed at 413 resistance. They are rewarding the newer bears that just entered at that resistance level so far. Not bad. Not bad. Thank you. You watched NASDAQ? Yes. I watched the SP 500, the NASDAQ, and the Russell's 2000, and the Dow, and all these other stuff. Technically, SPY should be green today and red tomorrow. Don't trade like that. Don't trade based off of what you think should happen and assumptions and everything like that. We are fallible. Yeah, infallible means we can't make mistakes. Yeah, so we're fallible creatures. So we have to accept the fact that we can be wrong and adapt and move forward. Make money regardless of what we think. Good rear. Bought 413 puts at 202, sold at 223. Thanks. Nice, man. Congrats. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Double gap down on SPY. Fundamentals are bad. All are broken. Yeah, man. Let's see. Thank you guys for all the likes. If you guys enjoy the stream on TikTok, make sure you guys enter the live, because I know you guys are viewing it from the For You page. But definitely enter the live. Hit the likes. It really, really helps. So just double tap the screen, send some likes. It'd be great. I really, really appreciate you guys. And yeah, you guys could get involved in the conversation on TikTok as well if you guys join the live. So right now we are day trading the S&P 500. And yes. Big green candle out of Tesla. Translating into the SPY. Let's see if this continues. NASDAQ is still at VWAP. The IWM is still failing at the 10 SMA and the 50 SMA. This looks like a very bullish move for a scalp. We can scalp up to 431.80, to be honest, based off of this move. But yeah, also for the puts, make sure you guys don't allow this to go red. Now might be a good point to re-enter. Now was probably a good point to re-enter if we can still see 413.50 is acting as a resistance. 315 is acting as resistance on the NASDAQ. The VWAP is still acting as resistance on the IWM. Interesting. Do you use any moving averages? Yeah, but I mean, it's not really that important. But on my chart, I like to have the 10, the 50, the 200. simple moving averages, the Bollinger Bands, the VWAP, and the RSI and MACD. Wise words, thank you. Apple is back above 167.50. Things are still holding close to above support. The NASDAQ is trading above 315. Tesla is showing a lot of relative strength. Tesla's showing a lot of relative strength here. All right, I think we should re-enter into SPY puts here. We should definitely re-enter into SPY puts here. On the same plate, the 413 puts for August 31st. We see that everything filled at resistance once more, but yeah, let's see if we can get a more substantial move to the downside. Now the main thing is not to get chopped around. So there's no reason to there's no real reason to worry at this point. The NASDAQ is trading below resistance, trading below VWAP. Apple is trading below major support. Tesla broke. And there goes the SPY. If the NASDAQ can break and hold below 314.50, that is going to be very, very good for our puts. the IWM trading below 191.40 is going to be really, really important as well. So let's see. Let's get some more movement to the downside. Can you put the bands up? Yes, sorry about that. Here we go. All right, so everything wicked below support. So we see that the NASDAQ wicked below 314.50. See the IWM wick below 191.40. Let's see if that wick can sustain itself. Apple. Yeah, so this they're trying to keep it above from breaking down lower. So let's see if buyers can start stepping in and aggressively holding these levels of support. Chuck made 30,000 today. Chuck made 30,000, and then this morning he was talking about how his trades weren't good. Please, sir. Good stuff, Chuck. In the overall grand scheme of things immediately, things are still trading below resistance. So if things start breaking above resistance and start closing above this range that we've created, then we can start to maybe play some calls to the upside. But for now, these longer dated puts should be comfortable and should continue to work. Let's see. Can you explain what's the SPY? The SPY is the SP500 ETF. Are you doing this every day? Hence, all right. Let's see how the NASDAQ responds here at VWAP and at 315. Apple is back to trading above 167.50. Sitting at the 200 SMA. The VWAP on Apple is 10 cents away to the upside as well. So let's just see how long we ping pong around this area for either a break to the upside or the downside. Are you doing this every day henceforth? Yes. You are the man. Thank you. Every single day, Monday through Friday. Does the SPX follow the SPY, and do you ever trade SPX? I don't share the SPX trades because not everyone can take them. Still have SPY puts? Yes. Did you backtest the 1348 EMAs? No, let me write that down. 1348 EMA backtest. I'm definitely gonna do that. That stuff is fun to me, so I'm excited. Thanks for sharing that. Wise. Have you ever tried trading based on the 1 minute candles of the contract price itself? No. I never did that. It helps get better entry points. Nice. Yeah, I never did that personally. What are the bands for? The bands show the standard deviation, the upper and the lower standard deviation away from the 20 exponential moving average. So the upper band is the 1 positive standard deviation, and this lower band is 1 negative standard deviation. So generally, anytime we're extremely overextended to the upper or the downside is a good it's a good indication that we return back into the bands. It's 12 o'clock. It's almost 12 o'clock. Range bound, sort of choppy market. Market's still sort of holding support, teetering below resistance, holding above support. Okay. Apple showing a lot of strength. That strength is translating into the rest of the market. Let's see if once again, you know, this would be a good shorting opportunity because we're seeing strength. The IWM is still trading below resistance. The NASDAQ is not comfortably trading above resistance either. Apple tapped VWAP. So now we need to see if this is actually a sustainable move to the upside for Apple. So rejected hard off of VWAP so far. Wow, that rejection caused a big red candle on the SPY. And dropped the NASDAQ below 315. Dropped. The Tesla also dropped. So yeah, basically the reason why I said it was a good shorting opportunity is because when the market is weak, like this, you short strength. So we saw a nice strong green candle on the SPY going right to resistance. So that's why I said it was a really good shorting opportunity. And that would have worked for a really quick scalp. But because I'm streaming and I'm trying to share trades with you guys, I don't want to enter into any plays that I think can only last a few minutes. But that's my reasoning of why I thought that was a good shorting opportunity. But yeah, I mean, so far we see the market just chopping around in a range. we want to see the NASDAQ closing below 314.30, and we want to see the IWM closing below 191.35. If that can happen, then we can see continued move to the downside on the SPY. But so far, you can clearly see right now we're just in a choppy sort of market environment right now. I don't use the VWAP on TradingView. Market is very, very choppy. Not really much else to look at the moment. Apple crossed, and we need to see if it can start closing above VWAP. It's right at VWAP once more. 5-minute chart on the SPY looks weak. IWM cracking support. Let's see if it can hold. Apple failed at VWAP once more. SPY is cracking. Let's see. Let's see if we can start moving aggressively to the downside and stop this chop. Many people are entering into shorter dated puts right now. They're entering into shorter dated puts at the moment for momentum. So they're playing this for momentum, and a lot more people are going to be entering as we break down below 412.75. So if we get a close below 412.75, I'm interested to see what they'll do to all of these new bears. We can see the NASDAQ broke below 314. The NASDAQ is not yet really below support. The NASDAQ needs to be below 314.30. So it's still technically above support, but the IWM broke support, which is a good sign for the SPY. And once again, for a play like this, we got into longer dated contracts for August 31st. Definitely, you have to take some profits and leave runners, not allow this position to go red. We were trading within a range, and now you could hold a run. We're at support now, is my point. So now that we're at support, now's not the time to aggressively go short. Now's the time to take some profits on your shorts and let runners ride to see if we'll end up breaking support even further. So these small scalps, you know, they add up. And then also basically don't allow these positions to go red. Apple is starting to hold above VWAP, but that strength is not really because so basically Apple is at resistance now at 167.90, and the SPY and the NASDAQ and everything else like that was also at prior resistance levels that were support, basically at 413. So the IWM is holding this low here. I'd like to see a vomit. I would really just enjoy to see a vomit to the downside. Okay, big red candle out of Tesla. Big red candle out of Tesla. Let's see Tesla below 881. Sorry, let's see Tesla below 881.80. But 881.80 is major support for Tesla. Below that is 880. Okay, let's see some more weakness out of Tesla. That'd be great. But it's too close to support. Apple right down back at the VWAP. NASDAQ. Things are starting to show weakness. Starting to crack. The IWM. Shit. Yeah, right. I knew. The IWM would have been a great short. Sexy short. Nice. Nice. Overall, this is a great short. Great play. Nice little play here. I think I'm allowed to ask you guys now. If you guys made money so far on these plays, drop a 1 in the comments. Drop a 1 in the comments. 12 p.m. Hamid Trades comment section should be filled with 1s, man. 1s, please. Just throw some 1s. Comment some 1s if you guys made money on these plays. If you guys are green for the day. if you guys learn, I mean, not screw that learning. Did you guys make money? Ones. There has to be more ones. Has to be more ones. It's absolutely impossible. Oh snap, we're getting ones from the TikTok. A 2. That is not a part of the deal. Whoever wrote a 2. Nice. So far the SPY is continuing to crack very nicely. That's it. We literally, very simply, we just entered puts at resistance. We didn't overcomplicate things. Trading is not overcomplicated. What a beautiful little play. Beautiful little play. Very nice. You guys have to take some profits and leave runners, man. Leave some profits, leave runners. We want to see the SPY remain below 412.75, and this can continue falling lower. But you have to remember that 412 is major support. And it's a really good sign that the NASDAQ is trading below 314.50. So if the NASDAQ can remain below 314, like 60-ish area, it'd be really good. Nice. Axios 0.5. Come on, man. Oh wow, sorry, I didn't see all these messages. Did not see your guys' messages from Twitter and YouTube. Sorry about that. SPY is just in range. Head and shoulders on 1 minute. Oh, nice. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Apple broke above VWAP. So retailers are entering shorts. Is a possibility that those don't work. Yes. It's always a possibility that the shorts don't work. Jittery finger. Hey, brother. First time here. Nice. Welcome to the stream. Big rejection off of the SPY. This is very good for our puts. Very nice for our puts. Spectacular. Damn. Very good. No, JPAL doesn't speak today. I was just looking. 8:30 a.m. on Thursday is preliminary GDP data. Daniel Moreno. Sometimes that confused me. I know that they use the volume of retailers to maybe guide the market in another direction. I would also like that also. No, so the reason why I mentioned that retail is entering short is because market makers do not want retail to necessarily make money. So market makers, they paint a picture on the chart to make something look bullish or bearish, when in actuality it's not. It's just a fake out move. So that's why I was waiting to see if that was going to be the case. When you say leave runners here, what does that mean? It means to sell basically 25 or 50% of your position and leave the rest to see how far the play can work in our favor. But yeah, don't allow this position to go red now. Today you can see that we were trading with a much just comfortable in terms of our expiration date. We were trading August 31st, and we were catching these put plays within this range. So we didn't allow these things to chop us out. We understood the overall market direction, and we played them pretty well. So now we see that the NASDAQ is right back above. Let's see if it can hold above 314.50. That would be interesting. But regardless, things are still trading below resistance. And yeah, just make sure that your puts don't go red. One and one still running. Nice. Nice. What do the Bollinger Bands show? The Bollinger Bands basically show extreme overextensions to the downside or the upside. So when the Bollinger Bands, when the stock price is trading outside of the lower Bollinger Bands, technically we should return back in. And when we're trading outside of the upper Bollinger Bands, technically we should return back in as well. Holy crap. Thank you so much for the mini speaker, Shiba Inu Crypto. Thank you guys. Glad to see you guys are making money. Thank you for your knowledge. Well, and very helpful. Thank you so much, man. B Wilk. No day trades until tomorrow. Hopefully I'll be putting one then. You need to open up a cash account. So you need to transfer your money out of Robinhood and open up a cash account on TD Ameritrade. That would probably be the easiest, simplest thing for you to do if you're in the US. And with a cash account, you're allowed to make basically unlimited day trades as long as your portfolio can handle that money. But you don't adhere to a pattern day trading rule with a cash account. So you should definitely make one. Everything is still below resistance. So any sort of pop that we get to a closer level of resistance, in my opinion, would be a good shorting opportunity, as we've been seeing throughout the day. And I think that is going to remain the case as long as we remain below 417 on the SPY. Until we see a substantial amount of like buying pressure, then that would be different. But so far, we just have to be bearish on any of these pops, in my opinion. QQQ printing a bullish wick on this 15-minute candle. A bullish wick on the 15-minute candle. I wouldn't really say that that's a bullish wick, only because you can see when you're looking at the 15-minute chart, we are creating a consolidation zone, right? What would be a bullish wick is if the SPY broke below 412 and then wicked up. That would be more bullish. But if we're in a consolidation zone and made like a little small wick, but we didn't break the day's support, that isn't as bullish as it could be. Robinhood allows day trading options on cash accounts now. Yeah, Robinhood's garbage. Shalene Shah. Daniel Moreno, sorry. Don't be sorry. Don't ever. There's no reason to be sorry. Sorry for asking a lot, but I'm learning quite a lot. Does economic factors really affect the market, or how much does the market factor in ahead of time? Yeah, 100%. Economic factors affect the market. If the economy is doing bad, usually the stock market does well. Because when the economy is doing very, very badly, it signals that the Fed and the Fed basically needs to step in. So that's why we see when unemployment claims are high, or when we see data that comes out on the macro level that is supposed to be bad, right? That's why we see the stock market doing well. Jittery finger adding into shorts here. Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. I can see why you're doing that. Hamid, how to draw this band in Thinkorswim? So you go to your chart and you click study. Okay, so you go to your chart, you click studies at the top, and then you click edit studies, and then you add Bollinger Band. If you don't want to look at it on TradingView, you could go to if you don't want to look at it on your Thinkorswim, you could add it to tradingview.com. And tradingview.com, you can add the Bollinger Band there as well. This is the website that I'm using currently to show you guys the chart, TradingView. Yeah, guys, it's almost 12:30. I have to go. Yeah, guys, I have to leave. I hope you guys had a good stream so far. I hope you guys had a great day. I'm leaning bearish for the rest of the day, but essentially, to keep things very simple, buying puts at resistance. There's no real reason to try to aggressively buy any calls unless we get a major flush down, and then you want to try to catch a falling knife. But aside from that, the only other time that I would want to try to buy calls today would be, let me tell you guys. Honestly, it's not even safe to really try to scalp calls because what we've been seeing all day has just been every single time we've had like a pop, it was an amazing shorting opportunity. So let me just go through the charts real quick to give you guys like an overview of what's going on before I head out. So the NASDAQ is still trading below 314.50, which is important. The IWM is showing a lot of weakness, which is good. If the IWM can comfortably start trading below 191, then that is going to be really good for these puts. And of course, the SPY is trading. The SPY needs to trade below 412.60. So if the SPY can trade below 412.60, the NASDAQ can trade below 314.50, and the IWM can trade below 191. The market should continue falling lower. And even then, as you can see, like you can see that there's just multiple wicks that we get to at resistance, but there's no clear candle closes. So that is very bearish. Apple is also now trading back below 191. Sorry, 167.50. So that is good. And Tesla has support at 880. If Tesla breaks 880, then good stuff. That would be very good. But yeah, so now also on the 5-minute candle, the SPY looks very bearish. Things can really start to tumble here. Things can really start to tumble here, which is very good. Contracts up nicely. Definitely take some profits and leave runners at this point. But yeah, if the SPY can now trade below 412, oof, that is going to be interesting. But yeah, regardless, guys, the play is working out really well. But unfortunately, I have to leave. I hope you guys had a great day. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you guys for your love and your support. Thank you guys for all of your likes on TikTok and all of the everything. Do you use Fib retracement? Yes, I love you too. H7 as well. 1000% play. Holy crap. Congratulations. But yeah, man. Thank you guys. Nas Jut, first time here. What time do you usually come on? I come on before the market opens. So make sure you follow me on Twitch. Make sure all you guys subscribe to my channel on YouTube. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. These contracts are starting to fly. Damn it. These contracts are starting to fly. Yeah, I have to leave. But yeah, regardless, have a great day.